Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Randall. This is the McClures. We react, review, we make fun of, we laugh at stuff over here. www.mcclures.store is the website if you want to help support the channel. We sell quality American stuff. Go see if we have anything that you want or need. Links are, of course, down in the description. We're live. Rumble, Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays, 3:30 to 5:30 Arizona time. Make sure you come hang out with us. We're going to get into a Daily Wire article today. This is Proud Boys J6 case upended by hidden FBI messages. Judge calls much ado about nothing. So if you guys don't know about the Proud Boys is a men's drinking club. It was established by Gavin McInnes. Literally established as a way to get one of his buddies laid. And it kind of blew up from there. Chapters started popping up all over the place, and it steamrolled, definitely steamrolled into a whole thing. Now, a couple of the Proud Boys went to jail years back, fighting outside of a Gavin McInnes event, defending themselves, I should say, not fighting, and they've been in jail for a few years. And as part of that, Gavin McInnes stepped away from the Proud Boys as their leader or founder or whatever. He publicly renounced them. This was a move to try to prove to the judges or the legal system that this wasn't a gang. The whole thing has been kind of crazy. They've called Proud Boys white supremacists. They're probably 50% white, maybe a little bit more. But the current leader is definitely, I think, a Puerto Rican black guy. Or Puerto Rican Indian, or he ain't white, that's for sure. But let's get into this article here. So a federal judge on Monday blocked the questioning of witnesses on the bulk of FBI messages disclosed unintentionally in the trial of Proud Boys leaders over the January 6th Capitol riot. The messages caused a stir last week after defense attorneys began questioning a witness about several FBI messages that prosecutors say contain classified information, according to Politico. Defense attorneys allege that prosecutors may be attempting to hide information damaging to their case behind classification barriers. The government's seditious conspiracy case against 5 Proud Boys leaders, Joe Biggs, Ethan Nordine, Dominic Pizzola, Zachary Rail, and Enrique Tarrio. Enrique Tarrio is said to be the current leader of the Proud Boys. Is one of the most important trials surrounding the January 6th riot, prosecutors are saying. The trial, which has already undergone numerous delays, was put on hold again last week after prosecutors handed over thousands of messages sent and received by FBI Special Agent Nicole Miller, one of the lead investigators into the Proud Boys, possible involvement in the January 6th breach. The unintentional disclosure happened when prosecutors shared a file of messages retrieved from the FBI secure messaging system regarding prosecutors' questioning of Miller. Prosecutors received the messages first from Miller, who obtained the messages through a filter on the FBI system. However, the filter also picked up some messages that prosecutors say are not pertinent to the case and should not have been released. Those messages were accidentally left in hidden rows of an Excel spreadsheet turned over to the defense attorney. The disclosure came to light Thursday after Nordine's defense attorney, Nicholas Smith, began cross-examining Miller about the messages. Prosecutors objected, and the U.S. District Court Judge Tim Kelly dismissed the jury until prosecutors and the defense could work out the disagreement. The messages, defense attorneys say, suggest serious misconduct by the FBI related to the case against the Proud Boys defendants. Defense attorneys pointed to a conversation Miller and another agent had about one defendant's decision to fight the government's charges. Miller had learned about the defendant's decision from messages the defendant, Rail, had sent to his attorney, which defense attorneys say suggest a breach of attorney-client privilege. Other messages that defense attorneys said looked suspicious included a message from one FBI agent asking his name be omitted from a report about a meeting with a confidential human source, an FBI agent's opinion about the strength of the prosecution's case against the Proud Boys, and a discussion of an order to destroy 338 pieces of evidence. Prosecutors responded to question about this message in a Sunday filing, and on Monday, Judge Kelly blocked the defense from questioning Miller on most of the messages, calling the kerfuffle over the mistaken revealed communications much ado about nothing if prosecutor explanations are correct. Okay, so basically the judge sided with the prosecutors and said, those might help your case, but don't worry about it. The guy said they won't. That's some bullshit. All right, so Kelly allowed questioning on the FBI agent who requested his name be omitted from a report on a meeting with an FBI source. The judge blocked questioning on other concerns unless defense attorneys could supply persuasive arguments rebutting the Justice Department's claims about the hidden messages. Prosecutor said Sunday in an 18-page filing, the defense team's chief concerns are without merit and each possess a substantial risk of confusing the jury and unfairly prejudicing the government. On the alleged breach of attorney-client privilege, the Justice Department said that Rail waived his Sixth Amendment rights because the conversation took place over a monitored jail email system that was subject to routine monitoring, which was made known to both the inmate, who had to sign an acknowledgement about registration and click an acknowledgement each time he used the system, and to the attorney. The prosecutors dismissed the FBI's agent's assessment of the case against the defendants under prior court rulings, and as the court has already explained, it is improper for counsel on either side to elicit testimony about an agent's opinion on the strength of the evidence. On the destruction of evidence, the Justice Department said the conversation was related to a 20-year-old multi-co-defendant trial and not part of a malicious attempt to destroy evidence related to a January 6 prosecution. The requested editing of the FBI source report, prosecutors said, resulted from a misunderstanding by the FBI agent who made the request. Smith Nordine's attorney filed a motion on Sunday raising questions about thousands of additional lines of messages that the Department of Justice removed from the Excel spreadsheet. Okay, so basically, the prosecutors turned over some text messages they were not supposed to, which make the government look like shit because they are pretty shitty, and would have helped the defense of the Proud Boys. Proud Boys' defense attorney tried to utilize this to help them. Judge shut it down. And then the state is just going to argue, no, you shouldn't have those at all. Those shouldn't have been released. That has nothing to do with anything. Okay. So what about this message about you destroying evidence? Oh, yeah, that was like a 20-year-old case or something. Nothing to do with this. Nothing to do with this. Okay. Maybe. But this is just yet another one shady thing after another with all these J6 trials. We don't have justice in America anymore. I was going to say unless you're on the left, but there's not really any justice for people on the left. There's just get out of jail free cards. So that's not justice. But yeah, if you're a Republican, you don't want to be going to court for anything, anywhere. I mean, at this point, that's absolutely crazy. Let me know what you guys think about this story, about the Proud Boys in general, and about the political prisoners still locked up 2 years and 2 months later over a nothing burger. Let me know what you guys think. Links down in the descriptions if you want to help support the channel, www.mcclures.store. And come hang out with us live on Rumble, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 3:30 to 5:30. All right, guys, take care. Later, bye.